get the best of solutions to whatever problem you might be going through. So talk to me tonight. Let's roll. All right. Most of these countries all over the world celebrate the World Orgasm Day. It was yesterday. Some people call it the National Orgasm Day. It was yesterday. And I remember I wrote something, online on my social media platform to celebrate the National Orgasm Day. I mean, I know it's not something that Nigerians are familiar with. I remember somebody saying, all this foreign stuff and all of that, but I think it's a good day to celebrate orgasm, a good day to have a good dose of multiple orgasm. And I just hope for those of you that were able to read on my platform on Instagram and on Facebook yesterday, I hope you were able to make good use of the day and have a very good dose of orgasm. Okay, so I remember I said something, and that is what I want to talk about. I talked about the use spot. All right, so you remember when I was talking about orgasm? I've taken orgasm as a topic on this show. The amazing orgasm. There are a lot of things to talk about when it comes to orgasm. I mean, it's so much to unravel when you want to talk about the orgasm. Okay, so I remember when I was talking about orgasm, I told you that you should just forget about every other sport. Just restrict yourself to clitoral stimulation, clitoral orgasm and G-spot orgasm. If you remember when I talked about orgasm, I talked about that. I mentioned that you should restrict yourself to clitoral orgasm and G-spot orgasm, because for so many of us in this part of the world, achieving the clitoral orgasm is so difficult. Not to even talk of the G-spot orgasm, as even achieving G-spot orgasm is like a daunting task as well for a lot of couples. So now telling you to now be looking for U-spot orgasm is like asking for the impossible. I remember that was why I said, limit yourself. Just try. You can have explosive orgasm. You can still enjoy sex to the fullest with your G-spot and clitoral orgasm. Yeah. But because I mentioned it yesterday, I said something that in celebration of the Orgasm Day, I want to say one amazing fact about the orgasm, and I talked about the U-spot orgasm. And I got some comments of people saying, which one is this? A lot of people saying, all this thing that Dr. Tolu is, it's like I was speaking Latin, like they were too technical. A lot of people were saying, what are you saying? We don't understand. So I decided to talk about it tonight. All right, as my introduction. Okay, so U-spot orgasm is it simply means urethra orgasm, like orgasm you get through the urethra. Okay, so your urethra is not only meant for peeing; it could also help you to achieve explosive orgasm. So when a woman is aroused, like maybe during foreplay or something, when you're aroused, so there is possibility of blood gushing towards the urethra, and the opening of the urethra gets swollen, and then when that happens, it releases the blood vessels, releases some liquid that could actually so when they contract and release that liquid, when the muscles at the opening of the urethra contracts and releases those liquid, then you have your orgasm. Now, if you have been trying to squirt, like you are struggling, like, how do they squirt? Like, sincerely speaking, like I said, I don't want you to worry your head about all this. It's okay not to squirt. It's okay to have orgasm, explosive one, and not squirt. So do not just worry your head about all this. But if you are the type that you want to take it a step further and you'll be struggling with squirting, you want to squirt, one of the easiest way to squirt is through the U-spot orgasm. So if you achieve your orgasm through the U-spot, you are going to squirt. But now, when a woman is aroused, when the urethra is stimulated, it leads to arousal that leads to the swollen like I said, of the tissues or the veins or the muscles around the opening of the urethra, because blood. So I've said all of that. Now the question is, how do you stimulate the urethra? The urethra is like inside where your pee is coming out. Yeah. So how do you stimulate that? So first way to stimulate the urethra is, if you are very good with your clitoral stimulation, your clitoris, even though it's looking like a button, at the top of the vulva, the clitoris actually, like I said, I think these days, you see, there's a TV behind, there's a screen behind me. One of these days, I'm going to be showing you images, but do not think I'm going to show you pictures of a man or a woman. But I could show you the image of a clitoris, not the vagina, not the vulva, but the clitoris itself. So you could see that the clitoris, it looks like a heart. Like if you have seen the picture of a human heart, that's the way the clitoris look like. He has like two legs, like he's long inside. Like, so the clitoris that you are seeing is not just that thing you are seeing on top of the vulva. It's actually very long. It goes inside. So, and it connects to, part of it connects somehow to the urethra. So if you are able to have a skillful way of stimulating the clitoris, you might actually be able to touch the urethra from your clitoral stimulation. So clitoral stimulation could extend, the vibration could extend to the urethra, and that could actually lead to vagina. That could actually lead to you spot orgasm and give you your squirting experience that you have been looking for. That's one way. Another way where you could achieve a use spot orgasm is through the penis. Yeah. So some kind of positions, some kind of penetration leads to, could help you, could penetration that could make the penis to be very close to the urethra. Some people that I remember I was talking about, okay, yeah, one of the topics I'll be talking about not too long, like people that have big penis, like extra large. I get this complaint a lot of time, and I know that nobody's even looking at that, like we feel like it's normal. One of these days I'll be talking about it. I know people that have it, just as a way that we notice that a lot of people complain about small penis. I tell you, people that have extra large penis are always complaining. They are battling with it. When I say extra large, I mean XL or double XL or triple XL. Yeah, XL rather. So those people, if you are battling with that, I'm going to be talking about. So I remember I was discussing this with somebody, and the person said, Dr. Tolu, those are womb shifter. I really don't know what that means. Okay, so if you are a womb shifter, I think it's very easy for people like that to easily touch the urethra in certain but it's not like you have to be extra light to be able to get there. There are certain positions that could keep your penetration close to the urethra and could help you to achieve use spot orgasm that could lead to squirting. Yeah. And then another thing you could do is there's actually urethra vibrator for those who like to use toys. There are urethra vibrator that you could use. But the sensation could be very, 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 very intense. And of course, if you are dipping anything close to the urethra, you should be prepared for possibility of infection, because it's a very sensitive place. All right. So talking about everything I wrote yesterday, simple, but a lot of people kept saying, Dr. Tolu, you are speaking in Latin. I don't understand. Can you explain? So I decided to talk about it in celebration of the National or International Orgasm Day. And I hope if you are struggling with issues like female sexual disorder, whatever it is, whether it's vaginismus, whether it's do I call it dyspareunia? I don't know if I get that right. So most of these female sexual disorder that makes you to find it difficult to get aroused, to achieve orgasm. Vaginismus is the unnecessary or unexpected tightening of the vagina muscles. And the other one that I'm trying to talk, I think is dyspareunia. Maybe I could search for it, but anyway, don't worry about it. It's for people who also find it difficult to achieve arousal, to get wet. So if you are suffering from any of this, like so for crying out loud, you are not alone. There are a lot of women in your shoe. This is not to make light of whatever you are going through, because those conditions could actually be very serious, right? But for those of you who have the capacity to get wet, who has the capacity to just get how do I put it now? There's a word I want to use now, that you can get so wet so easily. You don't even understand that it's not so easy for a lot of people. So I congratulate you, and I just hope that you enjoy the best of orgasm. It's your right. Every woman deserves to experience it. It's beautiful. I've talked about orgasm, and if I want to talk about orgasm, I can talk it like from now to tomorrow. It's a beautiful experience. It's out of this world. It's unexplainable. It's something every woman should experience. It's something that no man should deny a woman. And come on, if you are experiencing orgasm, if orgasm is part of your life, there's a way it makes you feel good, makes you feel interesting, make you glow, make your life more beautiful, make everything. Sincerely speaking, orgasm is a great thing. So, in celebration of the International Orgasm Day, I just hope you had a good one. It was yesterday, celebrated every 31st of July all over the world. All right? So, I just hope, if you are still searching for it, if you are still craving for it, I hope you have the opportunity and the blessing, because it's a blessing of experiencing this beautiful thing that is called orgasm. Right? And of course, today is International Friendship Day. That's another one. It's International World Friendship Day or International Friendship Day. And to every one of you that have been a part of Intimate Talk with Tolu, you are my friends. I love you guys. For every one of you that have been following me on Nigeria Info 99.3, for so many of you that have been watching me on Wazobia Max DSTV 259, on GoTV, on those of you that have been following me on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, everywhere, every one of you that have contributed or been a part of Intimate Talk with Dr. Tolu one way or the other, I really want to say thank you. I want to say I love you. And to everyone that sees themselves as my friend, maybe, you always having my back, whether I knew about it or not. I really want to say thank you, and I want to say happy International Friendship Day. It is not too late. It's still 11:25. The day is not over yet, so it's a good time to pick up your phone and send a lovely message to that best friend of yours. Your secondary school best friend, university best friend, or people that are currently in your life that have been making life interesting. Friends makes the world go round. That have been helping you to make your life more interesting, more beautiful. I think it's a good time to send a text message or even pick up your phone. Today I called a lot of people. I just decided to call them. People that were not even expecting me to call them, I just decided to call to say hello, because I'm just trying to thank you for being part of my life. It's International Friendship Day. So I hope you can extend the gestures to people that you care about, friends, people that have been part of your life for a long time, people that have always been having your back and always been there for you. It is on that note that I welcome you again to Intimate Talk with Dr. Tolu. Like I said, it's Open Mic Thursday, and I will be picking all your calls. So if you want to ask me your questions, as much as possible, I think if you want to ask me questions, you should go to your question instead of it's okay to make contributions or make your opinion, say your opinion about a particular contribution. But as much as possible, I would just wish you allow people who have questions to ask, instead of going over and over the same point, like talking and trying to buttress some point. You can do that on Facebook on 99.3 Nigeria Info. If there's something you want to say about a particular point or a particular question I've answered, you can drop it on 99.3 Nigeria Info. But as much as possible, I'll prefer you call me and ask me your questions if you have any, right? And of course, I would prefer you tell me your name and where you are calling me from if you are asking me questions. Unfortunately, I don't think the WhatsApp is available tonight. Really, I would have loved to use that, but I'll do more of Facebook. So you can log into 99.3 Nigeria Info on Facebook, or on Twitter, 99.3 Nigeria Info. And if you, as much as possible, I wish you could actually tag me, hashtag the fixer. On Twitter, tag me, hashtag the fixer. And if possible, hashtag Intimate Talk with Dr. Tolu. So I'm going to open the phone line. I'm going to play just some music for you. Open the phone line. You can ask me any question, whatever it is that is bothering your mind, whatever it is that is trying to take your peace away from you, especially when it has to do with relationship, with sex, and with your marriage life. Whatever it is that's trying to give you sleepless nights, that is making you to feel confused, anxious, sad, depressed, talk to the fixer about it tonight. Let's trash it out. Welcome to my show.
Should stay, I would only
on. It's because of the music. I've said that before. Okay. All right, so I'm going to the phone line. Oluwafumike Temitokbe Shiroye. Thank you so much. I love your program like that. Oh, see, 1,000 kisses for you, Oluwafumike. I love you too. Biface Obiora says, I'm watching you from Bodilon. Thank you, my darling. Nice one, Dr. Tolu. That's coming from Daniel Okon. Thank you. I wish I could really understand how to read this comment on Facebook. I'm trying to see how that works, and then I'll be going to the phone line. So you could actually ask me your questions on Facebook, yeah? Ifeolu Oladele says hello to you. I enjoy your program, Dr. Tolu. Thank you, Royal Child. And hello, Ma. Thank you. Okay. All right. So I'm going to my phone line. Of course, you can also send me your questions on Instagram. Just go to Dr. Tolu. Dr. Tolu is like DRTOLU on Dr. Tolu _ the fixer. Dr. Tolu _ the fixer. There's a post I made this evening about the show, so you can drop your questions under that particular post and I will answer your questions, right? And of course, you can go to Intimacy Clinic on Facebook. Go to Intimacy Clinic on Facebook and also drop your questions. I will answer them. So I'm going straight to my phone line. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, good evening, Dr. Tolu.
Good evening.
Okay. Sorry, is it possible I remain anonymous?
It's okay. But you want to tell me where you are calling from?
Okay. I'm calling from Lekki.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for the program. You're making a point concerning the orgasm stuff, and you say that people who have extra large also have some kind of issues. I don't know if I overheard or I thought I heard something. So I want to know how far, and then I also want to know the people who have the short one. Okay. How are they going to be able to, reach the orgasm, or is there any way that they could reach orgasm? Those are the things that bothers me, and I want to find out from you.
All right. Shall I drop your call, or do you want to stay on the line?
Yes. Probably I want to drop the call and
then I will answer the questions. All right.
Yes.
Thank you for calling. Thank you. Anonymous. Anonymous from Lekki. Okay, so I said something about people that has large or what's going on here? Okay, so the people are extra large. Now, it does not mean that because you're extra large, you cannot have sex, or that's not what I mean. Of course, so I mentioned that there could be some issues. We understand that you might have issues with penetration, you might have issues. Of course, I've seen a scenario where a woman would not allow her husband to make love to her because every time he makes love to her, she's always bleeding. He's actually extra, like 3x large, extra large. All right, so there are issues that come with big penis like that, and of course, so that's what I'm talking about. And of course, it doesn't mean that if you have a small penis that you can also not have orgasm, no, or you cannot make a woman to have enjoy orgasm. That's not what I'm saying. But of course, with your small penis, there are different kind of. Remember I talked about clitoral orgasm. I talked about G-spot orgasm. But the point I was just making was about U-spot orgasm, which I think might actually be difficult to achieve through penetration for somebody that has a small penis. All right, but not to worry. I'm going to be talking about that's a topic I'm going to be talking about next week. If you have extra large penis, or you have extra small penis, or you have small penis, whatever it is, I'm going to be talking about it next week. How to make the best use of an extra large penis, and all the worries, all the problems that might come up with it, how you can avoid it, and of course, those that have small penis, how to make the best use of it. You want to stay tuned because that's what I'm going to be talking about next week. I think that answered the question, right? Hello. Okay, guys, you want to move away from your radio whenever you are calling me, or your TV. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, sorry. I'm Dre. I'm calling from Jerry.
Okay, you're welcome, Drill.
Yeah. I want to ask because I don't see the need of, like, most times I'm too busy searching for money that I don't see the need of having love. I don't see the need of having a woman that I don't feel this love anymore. When I see women, it's just like normal thing. What's the need? So I want to know why and how can I bring back that love and all those kind of things.
Okay, so probably are you afraid of commitment? It could be a kind of phobia.
No, no,
But
no. It's just like
you
I
don't
don't
feel
feel,
like.
yeah, I don't feel for them no matter how cute or how beautiful they are.
Okay, so
I don't
when was the last time you had a girlfriend?
well, that was long since I've been searching for money. I
So
don't
okay,
really
so do
have
you
time
have
for
the money
girls.
now?
Yeah, not like I'm really settled, but though it's coming in, but no,
Not
not
like you are there. I mean, no, every one of us
yeah,
will keep looking for it. Like it's not like you can't. I'm
yeah.
not sure you can unless you are like Dangote anyway. So you can say like I'm there. Even Dangote
Yeah.
is still looking for money. I think a song like that. I mean, yeah. So you keep
Yeah.
searching for it. All right. So I'm
Yeah.
wondering why you are getting worried now.
Because I don't really feel for, but I think there is a need. Yet I don't know the need of having a girlfriend.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
I'll tell you that the fact that you are even worried about it is a step. Is a sign of the fact that you are leaving that stage of getting so involved in the quest for money or the desire to, I mean, be successful.
Yeah.
Now that it's not like you have all the money, but at least you're a little bit settled. That's why this thought is coming in. Now you are now feeling, oh, I think there is need for this. So you have already left the first phase, and I tell you, very soon you are going to find a woman. Just keep an open mind. You don't even need to do anything.
Wow.
I'm telling you, just
Okay.
keep an open mind. You are going to get, as in when you fall in love, you are going to call me back on this and say, Dr. Tolu, I can't stop thinking about her. I tell you. All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Thank you for
All right.
calling. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
You're
All right.
welcome. Yeah. Hello. Okay, are you there? Sorry. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Dr. Tolu. Can I
You're,
remain anonymous?
yeah, sure.
Yeah. Calling from Mushi.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yeah. Please, I find it kind of not, simple to my wife to get to orgasm and not, not as if he's not enjoying the sex or something like that, but, not always, I kind of, I don't know the reason. I don't know whether there is any issue or something like that.
So she does not come.
She does not come. Not every time.
Okay,
And
once in a
sometimes
while.
she doesn't. Yeah, sometimes she kind of find it difficult for, ask for sex or kind of, she doesn't find it. She doesn't get interested in or something
Okay,
like that.
so like she's not interested in sex,
Yeah.
something like that. How
Yeah.
old is the marriage?
Getting to 10 years in the next 3 months.
Okay, so has it always been like this?
Yeah.
Right from the beginning.
Right from the beginning. But sometimes when she asks for sex is when she's kind of in a ovulation. I know that, every woman needs a man that is there a period of the time, But after the ovulation and all that, it just takes
She's not
time
interested. She
and
doesn't want to explore. She doesn't really like, let's try new styles, let's do this.
yeah.
She's not.
Kind of, if I ask, it's just to please, I know it's just
She's
to please
doing
me.
it just for you.
Yeah,
And there's a
yeah.
way that makes you feel, actually. There's a way that makes every man feel. Like every man wants to see their woman really getting into it and doing it like I really want, I'm enjoying this. Not just because I want you to. Okay, so, but you said that she sometimes orgasm.
Yeah.
So if you can give me like, it doesn't really have to be accurate. Like if you want
Hello?
to say, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, it does not have to be accurate. So you can tell me maybe once in a month, or once in 3 months, or once in 6 months, she can achieve orgasm.
What kind of once in a month, like that. Once in a month.
But what do you want? What would you have preferred?
I'm a kind of person that I know how to have sex, and I know.
But do you know what she wants?
I don't really know. She's not that kind of talking type, and the kind of person that kind of trying to educate her, this is what we want, and she knows how to kind of to please me in terms of style and every other thing, but
But you don't know how to pour. Okay, so from what you are saying, I'll just try and as in, I don't know if you are a new listener to this show, but sincerely speaking, I think if you have been listening, if you've been following Intimate Talk with Dr. Tolu, I think you could actually solve that problem on your own. You might not even need to call me because of that. Now, this is it. It is a general problem. It's a general issue in this part of the world. Yeah, because in Nigeria, like in Africa, especially in Nigeria, we are very modest. That's the truth. And our upbringing, the cultural, the social, the religion, everything, that fashion you to be whom you are. Nobody just wake up and start behaving the way they do. There are reasons why you behave the way you do. There are people who have influenced you, if I have to put it that way, in a certain way, or conditioned you in a certain way. It is very common that women in this part of the world, especially maybe the generation that are just coming now, are a little bit liberal, but it's still there. It's even with those ones, it's still there. But women in this part of the world has this feelings of not wanting to talk. How do I say it? How do I tell him? How will he feel? So sometimes for some women, they don't even know what they want. Because the way they were introduced to sex is like, don't talk about it. Sex is, no, don't do it. So it's like, it's sacred. So for so many people, they can't even say anything about it. They can't talk. They can't discuss that matter. You can imagine a woman who doesn't even know how our vagina looks like. They can't go there. They can't near the place. They can't do it, So it's so sacred that by the time they get married, now they want to like everything to be normal. It's like I usually say, it's not like a switch that you switch on and off. Like, okay, now I'm ready to have sex. So yeah, put it on. It doesn't work that way. So this kind of a woman, you need to even start from teaching her, making her. I've spoken about how to. I think I talked about how to make a woman, something like that, be comfortable to talk about sex. You need to find a way to calm her down, introduce her to talking gradually about sex. You can start, for some women, if you drag them like, oh, let me kiss you, they're like, leave me to your husband. Like a man, your husband is dragging you close and want to kiss you. You may turn back and kiss him back. Like kiss him like you mean it. But for so many women, it's not so easy. Like they can't they can't do, they can't make sexual contact spontaneously like that because majorly because of upbringing. So to answer your question, the first thing you need to do is to find a way to make her relax to talk about sex. Because she is the one that really needs to talk about this. She needs to tell you, and I could bet you, I'm a sex therapist. And I tell you, revelations that happen in the sex therapist office, you don't want to know. Especially in this part of the world. The level of revelations. Because most women cannot open up to talk. It is when they come to the sex therapist office, they will like, okay, this is it. This is what I'm thinking. And the man is like, why are you not telling me? So you don't blame her. She might not be able to say because of the way she was brought up. Another thing is that she might not even know. She might not know what the problem is. Maybe something has happened and the thing she's how do I put it down? She's experiencing the post effect of a particular situation. It might be trauma. It might not even be trauma. It might be an event, and the post effect of that, it might not be post-traumatic. It might be just post effect of certain event that has happened. Might actually make her to be acting certain way towards sex, and she might have no clue. So sometimes you also need to talk to a sex therapist to be able to help you to find out why are you acting this way? Why are you not interested in sex? Why are you not enjoying it? So I think to answer this question is a two-way thing. One, find a way to introduce her gradually to make her be able to be comfortable to talk about sex. So gradually you can start talking about, babe, what do you like? Is your nipple sensitive? Do you like it when I kiss you there? Do you like it when I finger you? Do you like it? Those are the things, gradually, but this is not something you jump to. Something you've not been saying for 10 years. So gradually introduce her to that. Maybe she'll be comfortable to express herself and open up. And I tell you, you're going to hear a lot if she's eventually able to open up to you. Another thing you could do is to bring her to me. Book an appointment with a sex therapist so that they can help you. There could be other things. There could be repressed material. Like I said, there could be post effect of certain events and she might not know about it. Sex therapist could help you to bring out those repressed materials and bring them to the open and then resolve it. Do exercises. Find a way to find solution to your issue. I think I've answered that. All right. This one says, Damilola say, please answer my question. What's your questions? Evening, Dr. Tolu. What causes quick release during sex from male side or female? Like quick ejaculation. Okay, so you are on Facebook, you are 99.3 Nigeria Info. If you go back to that place and just look at premature ejaculation, I talked about it for almost 6 weeks, or almost 3 weeks for like 6 episodes. So go back to Nigeria Info, go through that place. You see the video on causes of premature ejaculation. I think that's the best way I can answer that question. I'm struggling with this Facebook. I really don't know how to get your questions out of here, like your comments on 99.3. Let me check. I'm coming back to the phone line, but let me quickly check your questions on Adeniji Udemesi. Nice job from you, Ma. Keep it up. Thank you. Okay, let me see if I can get your questions on my Instagram page. Let's check. Okay, Facebook. Okay, Intimacy Clinic on Facebook. Let me check. Okay, I want to be a voluntary service in your organization. Ayodele. Okay, so I will drop my. Okay, find your way. I will tell you my office address. We are at number 10. Yeah, if you are listening, we are at number 10. Sumbo Jibowu Street. Sumbo Jibowu is off Ribadu Road, off Awolowo Road in Ikoyi, Lagos. Find your way to the office. Number 10, Sumbo Jibowu. I think the address is even on my Facebook page. So look out for the address and find your way to the office if you want to volunteer. Another person is saying, I want to volunteer again. Udeme, okay, do the same. You are a blessing to this generation, Momo. Oh, thank you, Ayomi Adirayo. Thank you. K Ham Sort K say I'm watching live. Thank you. Stanley say nice program to watch. Thank you. Good evening, Dr. Tolu. I'm Peter from Aguda Ogba. You are doing a good job. Keep it up. Thank you, Simon Peter. Mark, can a woman achieve orgasm through cunnilingus? Why not? Why not? That is called. Okay, so most of the time, cunnilingus is the use of the mouth. So why not? Enjoy your program. Yeah. All right. So thank you, guys. That's on Intimacy Clinic. Let me check on Instagram if I have questions. Dr. Tolu _ the fixer on Instagram. Jennifer says amazing. Thank you. And Zion, love you. Bello Adax, always a very, very loyal fan. Thank you, my darling. She says she's already tuning in at TV to Wazobia Max. So thank you, my darling. So I'm going back to my phone line. Hello.
Hello, doctor.
Yeah.
This is Anonymous calling from Mushi, calling back.
Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate your explanation and everything. I understand everything. But I'm not don't keep quiet because, I've been listening to your program, not constantly, but once in a while like that because of busy schedule.
Yeah.
But I've been talking, about that. I'm kind of somebody that gives people free to express their mind and all that. And when they talk, you can't just react as if you are surprised or something like that. Kind of I give her opportunity to talk, but I kind of don't even care to talk, and there is no way I can force her to talk about it. I always talk about my side and all that, and we kind of
okay. So she's not
like that,
talking because she's not. It's not your fault that she's not talking, and it's not her fault. That's the way. That's the way she is.
And again, I want to ask. She always complains kind of tiredness and
I'm not even sure she's enjoying the sex. Yes, I'm not sure she's enjoying it, and she might be making you to feel good, so she doesn't want to hurt you. I think you need to book an appointment. She's the only one that could tell us what is happening, really.
Okay.
But if she cannot tell, if she sees me, I could help you to find out what is going on. But we need to know what is happening before we can solve the problem.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for calling. Oh, sorry. You can try and call back. Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Dr. Tolu.
You're welcome. You are live.
Well done. This is Olusegun from Oyo State.
Oh, all the way from Oyo. You're welcome.
Yes, doctor. Thank you. This should be my second time of calling.
I think I can. I'm trying to, get that.
All right. Yeah. All right. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Please, why do those that have undergone the kind of circumcision, they don't enjoy sex? Why?
Okay. Do you want to stay on the line? Do you want me to drop the call and answer your question?
I can stay on the line.
Okay.
And based on what the man that just dropped call now said, I have a girlfriend too, though she undergone the kind of circumcision some time ago. She said her mom did it for her. So anytime I'm having sex with her, she said she don't enjoy it, but she just always feel like having sex. But it's not that she enjoys sex. Okay. And I have heard about it before, that those that have undergone circumcision, yes, they don't enjoy sex.
All right.
Why?
Okay, Olusegun, let me drop your call and respond, okay?
All right.
Thank you for calling. Okay, so this is about circumcision. And if you go to Facebook, if you check Nigeria Info 99.3, or go to my YouTube page, go and check Intimacy Clinic on YouTube, you find this video. They have talked about female genital mutilation. In fact, I call that topic orgasm and female genital mutilation, and I broke it down. Like, you know how I talk about topics on this show. Like, I want to take it from the scratch and break it down completely, explain it to you. All right. So, but to answer your question now, circumcision, which is what you are calling circumcision, is called female genital mutilation. It's the chopping up of certain parts of the vulva, so maybe the lip or the labia or the clitoris, or there are about 2 or 3 stages. There are 3 stages of circumcision. So that's by the way. But circumcision most of the time is the chopping up of the labia and the clitoris and part of the clitoris. But the clitoris that we are talking about, remember in the beginning, in my introduction when I was talking about achieving use-prot orgasm, I told you that clitoris he has like 2 legs. Like he even extend to the inside. So even though they chop up the top of the clitoris is still there. The base is there. It's still there. It still goes down, touching even as far as the urethra. So even if you have female genital mutilation, which is something that, we know that is this, how will I put it? A kind of terrible act, something that nobody should do to any human, that is being done. But I know that there are a lot of awareness now for. Nigeria is one of the countries that has the highest population of people that have this kind of that performing this or practicing this barbaric act. But I know that now it's getting better awareness. A lot of NGOs that are working to stop that. But to answer your question, so even if your labia has been chopped up, your clitoris has been, the base is still there, the woman still has the capacity to enjoy sex, has the capacity to achieve orgasm. And of course, come on, the G spot is still there. There are a lot of the A spot, the U spot, all of them are still inside the vagina. So she has the capacity. She can even achieve clitoral orgasm if the man that is dealing with her knows how to actually perform cunnilingus, actually make love to a woman. If you know how to touch a woman, she can actually achieve clitoral orgasm. Now, so the first problem with women in this situation is believing that okay, because I've been circumcised, I can never enjoy sex. So that's the first trouble. As long as because most of this battle are going on in your mind. So as soon as you condition your mind, like, I can never enjoy sex because I'm circumcised, that's the beginning of your trouble. Because especially for women, sex starts from the mind, right? So for this issue, so the fact that a woman has been circumcised does not mean she cannot enjoy it, but it might take more time. It might need more skills. A man that has more skills, a man that is more patient, a man that has more dedication to be able to make her come. But that does not mean she cannot come. So the first thing that such couples should disabuse their mind from is the fact that, because I've been circumcised, I cannot achieve orgasm. It's not true. It's a myth. And then another thing that I need to say is, now, because it happens to your girlfriend and it's because she was circumcised, does not mean your girlfriend is not another lady. Our reality is not my reality. It's not another lady's reality. So they are different. They are different. If I tell you how many reasons why a woman cannot achieve orgasm, come on, there are so many. So many. You want to talk about past traumatic experience. You want to talk about the way she was introduced to tell. You want to talk about upbringing. You want to talk about religious and cultural belief. You want to talk about vaginismus. You want to talk of dyspareunia. I don't know if I get that right. So it could be physical, it could be psychological. There are so many reasons why a woman might not be able to get aroused or achieve orgasm during lovemaking. And most of the time, it has a lot to do with the kind of partner she's dealing with. Men that really know how to make love to a woman could even help the woman to solve the problem. Even if the problem is physical, the man could help her to overcome it. So I think I've answered that question. Hello. This line is actually not so good, so you might want to use another line. Ufoma. Yeah, if I get that right. Hello.
Hello, Dr. Tolu. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Oni Baby. I'm calling you from Ikoton.
Oh, you're welcome. I remember you.
I don't listen to your program on Tuesday.
Oh, sorry about that. It was open mic as well.
I have a 4 questions to ask this morning.
4?
Yes.
You don't want other people to call. Okay. Make it snappy.
Okay, you remember about the last program you do that you talk about a lady that their vagina is not because of money.
I'm trying to remember.
But I just wanted to advise those people who are doing all this prostitutes work. What did you say about that?
Okay, so that's
then
one.
That is one. Then the second one, I have a girlfriend. Since when I have a sex with her, if I want to have a sex with her again, complete 4 months now, keeping telling me that it was in a menstruation.
But you know that's not true now. Menstruation for
4
months.
1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. That's what it's trying to tell me.
There's a problem, so you need to find out what is wrong.
That is number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Then number 3.
Yeah.
I have a girl that I want to marry.
Okay, not the one that is menstruating.
No, the girl I want to marry.
So you have the one you have sex with, and you have the one you want to marry. Oni
yes,
baby, you are not serious.
Oni baby cannot kill himself now.
Okay, Oni baby. Oh.
Yes, that lady that I want to marry.
Yeah.
And she told me that her father have an accident.
Mm-hmm.
Then I gave her money to go and give her father. But actually, it's afraid to come and know my parents. Then since then, if I keep on telling her that, let me go and meet your parents, or your father will tell me that I should wait. That is number 3. Then the number 4, a man that I penis was too small for this age. What can we do about that?
All right, Oni baby. I'm going to drop your call, then I will answer your question. Is that okay?
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for calling. All right, so first one is prostitute. Sincerely, I don't think I want to talk about that tonight. Yeah. And then second one is about your girlfriend that is menstruating for 4 months. I think your third question has answered that. I mean, you are keeping her as a sex partner. You have somebody you want to marry. I mean, I think that explained the reason why. I mean, it's not possible for somebody to be menstruating for 4 months. So that explained the reason. That is a very good explanation for the reason why she's doing what she does. And then unfortunately for you, maybe because you're also cheating on the one you want to marry to, she's also playing games with you from the look of things. She's saying every time you want her, you say, let's go and meet your father. She will be procrastinating. Then she's saying you should send money to the father. So maybe what you are doing to your sex partner is affecting your real relationship. All right, the first one, I'm not sure I can remember. Okay, I'm not sure I can remember. Yeah. Okay, this one said, well done, my great job here. Thank you, Josephine Andrew. Josephine said, I would love to volunteer. Come to the office. I've dropped the contact. I'll drop it again before I leave. Dr. Tolu, how can a guy enjoy sex with a lady who doesn't use to any other position except lying on the bed? Why now? Teacher, just like what I've said, I really enjoy your program. Well done. Thank you, Waid Olalekan Ganeyu. I'm going back to the phone line. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good morning, actually.
Sorry, good morning.
Yeah.
This is Michael calling from Maja.
You're welcome, Michael.
Okay. It's been a long time I've been listening to your program, but since my Android phone broke, I was unable to come up. So I was having this issue, and I don't know how to solve it. I want to ask you so that you can give me either a condition to follow or what to do in order to solve it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the thing is that any time I'm having sex, it will take like 2-3 minutes. I will come, and then it will be like getting tired of it. When I hold on for like 5 minutes, go back to it, I will still enjoy it. Or anytime I fail to hold on for like 5 minutes and I just continue like that, I will have a kind of erection that will last for more than 1 hour. But giving to 2 hours, erection that I won't be able to control. And I don't actually know what
you can have erection for 2 hours?
Almost for 2 hours.
That's kind of strange. I mean, talking about delayed ejaculation, fine. But erection for 2 hours, I don't think that's normal. I don't think that is normal. So, I mean, I just talked about, if you are talking about, no, it's normal for the first round. I mean, I talked about all of this recently. It's normal for the first round to be short.
Hello?
Yeah.
I think I have to come again with this explanation so you can get me.
Okay.
So what I mean is that for the first time,
the first round, you come quickly.
After penetrating within 2-3 minutes, I will come.
Yeah.
Now I'm used to happen normal, and if I after 2 to 3 minutes, then I come. If I calm down for 5 minutes, go back again. I won't have that long term of erection. But if I don't wait for that 5 minutes to pass, and I continue from that 2-3 minutes ahead, for the next one, I will have a kind of long erection
that will last long. Okay, yes, I think you have even solved the problem. So if you have normally, like I said, first round is always shorter than the second round. That's the truth. So if your first round is like 2 to 3 minutes, cool. And then if you I don't think, I mean, there's always the what do I call it now? The word skip me now. There's a period for a man to relax after ejaculation. You can't pick up erection immediately. You need few seconds or few minutes actually to be able to pick up erection again after ejaculation. Yeah. So I think what you are doing is you are not waiting for the few minutes, and it's a very, very uncommon scenario for a man to ejaculate and be able to pick up again. So if waiting for few seconds, I mean for few minutes, for like 5 minutes will help you to solve the problem, why not? Wait for 5 minutes.
Me myself, I can do that. So the thief and clean is the kind of person that likes.
So she cannot wait for 5 minutes. You say, "Oh yeah, come again." I mean, that's where communication comes in. That's where communication comes in. So you should let her understand, babe, if I come again, this is what is going to happen. Or is she happy for you to last for 2 hours? So tell her, discuss this with her. I'm like, babe, let's relax a little bit. You can play with her, you can fondue her, you can do stuff before.
We even do those ones.
So before you start the second round, you can use the 5 minutes to do all of that. And I also think you should go to the hospital and run some tests. It's very important. All right. Thank you for calling. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let me check. Okay, there's a question I'm seeing here on my Instagram page. It's saying Chris Chabel says, official Chris Chabel, wonderful program. God bless you, ma. Please, Dr. Tolu, can I get your WhatsApp number? I really want to talk to you privately. I have an issue bothering me seriously. All right, so I'm going to drop my number, but you need to schedule an appointment through that number. I'll drop it at the end of the show. Yeah. Okay, so I'm picking my next call. Okay. Oh, sorry. I noticed you've been trying to call. Hello.
Hello, Dr. Tolu.
Yeah, good morning.
Only baby is calling back.
Oh.
Only baby.
Okay.
I didn't understand the second one that when I mentioned to you about the guy, I said that I want to marry.
You said she's saying that you should bring money for her dad, right?
I said money to her to give her dad.
And then when you say you want to see her dad, she will say no. She'll be telling you to wait.
Yes.
And now she's playing you now. Is it not obvious?
Okay, what? Okay, that
I'm actually, yes. Oh, it's obvious. I don't know, but I mean that's what it looks like.
Okay,
I want to meet your dad. I want to meet your dad. You are saying, okay, don't worry. Bring money. Let me go and give him first. What's that?
Okay, thank you very much.
I mean, you can package the money and take it along. I might not be right, but that's what I'm suspecting. You might like, okay, discuss with her. Can I take the money that you want me to give her? Let me just go and meet him, just to go and greet him and drop the money for him. I think that's a good way to find out. But like I said, it might be because she's also feeling like you are not too faithful to her, so she's playing you as well. Of course, we are not faithful.
I like the idea that you gave to me now.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay.
This is Jenkins on the line.
Okay. Where are you calling me from?
Oh, Lagos.
Okay.
I want to... Is it not good for a man to discipline his sexual ambition? Because many times I come across men, all these who sell drugs, encouraging people to buy. It will give them power. It will enhance their sexual performance. They can go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 7 times. You know, is it a good option?
Is that
a good option? Because I think with what I had, that when a man, releases the first blessing, it will take him 21 days to replenish whatever he has released. So if a man cannot be on a woman 2, 3, 4, 5 times, 6 times, is he actually killing himself or sustaining
himself? What's your
himself?
name again?
Jenkins.
If they have the power now, let them continue.
Is it advisable?
If they have the capacity, why not?
And it's not going to affect them in future for such careless sexual ambition?
If they have the capacity. Now, there's difference between somebody having natural capacity to have sex and the partner is also like open. Like, okay, we can have sex 5 times a day and the partner is open, like I'm cool with it. Or we could have sex, we could do 3 rounds at a go, 4 rounds, 5 rounds, and the partner is open to it. That one is different. Now, it's different from somebody that is taking this, taking that, drinking this, drinking that because you want to have sexual power. Like, if it's a natural thing for you, something that you are capable of doing, and your partner is cool with it, I don't think it's a big deal. But if you have to be drinking all of these things, all in the name of I want to last 3 rounds, 4 rounds, you are just disturbing. I mean, at the end of the day, it's good. It comes with repercussion. It comes with serious repercussions. That's the truth.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. that gentleman that told you that the second time you will last up to 2 hours, don't you think that something of this nature must have taken place?
Maybe he's drinking something. He's the only
because
one that can
because you have
answer
already
that.
said that it's unusual.
That's why I said he should go to the hospital. He's the only one that could answer that. But the truth of the matter is those things comes with consequences. That's why there's different. You see, when you talk to a sex therapist, like you talk to people like me, we want to help you to solve the problem without, especially when we understand that 95% of your problem when it comes to sex is psychological. So we want to help you to solve this problem psychologically without you taking this, taking that, drinking all these things that has consequences. And it's possible for you to solve all this problem without drinking anything. That's the truth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, like a man who that involves in quick ejaculation, what does he need to do?
Okay, for that, it's a whole lot. Like, I cannot just say, okay, do this. I would just say, like I said, I was talking about quick ejaculation for almost 6 episodes, and I stopped last week. So all you need to do is to go to Facebook, go to Nigeria Info on Facebook, and look out for Intimate Talk with Tolu, Dr. Tolu past videos, and watch the premature ejaculation series. Okay. All right. Thank you for calling. Dr. Tolu, is it possible when you are playing with a woman for more than an hour, someone can be rated, but when he's making love, it will come quickly to ejaculate quickly? So if you can, it's possible. Different reasons could be responsible. And if you also listen to my quick ejaculation video, you see all of that. It could be because you are extra excited. It could be because you are aroused. It could be because you are used to doing it yourself. I'm suspecting that you are used to masturbation. So a lot of things is possible, and a lot of things could be responsible. Let me pick this call. Hello. Are you there?
Hello.
Here.
Hello, doctor. Good evening. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, your voice is very, very faint. I don't know.
Very.
Sorry, I just listened to my question and see how you can help me out.
Okay.
Yeah, I am almost 60 years now.
Okay.
I'm not quite.
Oh, sorry. You might want to try and call back, okay? Sorry, you want to try and call back. Okay, so let me read this question. It says, good evening, ma'am. Please, I have a friend, a lady. She's always saying sex is painful. But I try to convince her. She's always insisting. Sex will be painful. There are conditions that make sense to be painful for some women. So she might have that kind of condition. Another thing is that I don't know if you are married to this person. From the look of things, she might also be giving you that as excuse because she's not ready to have sex with you. All right? Oh, the phone line is so busy. Where do I start from? Let me start from this. Oh. Hello. Sorry. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah.
I'm Victor.
Okay, you're welcome, Victor.
Okay, I have a question to ask.
Please go ahead.
Though I'm not into courtship or anything, I just want to know.
Okay.
Okay, concerning the people I know, couples I know that have issues with getting a baby, like getting pregnant. So I want to ask, why is it that this sort of implant, just like sperm transfusion into artificial insemination, rather, why is it so difficult? Like, hardly do I hear people talking about artificial insemination here in this part of the world, especially Nigeria. It's so scarce. So I don't know, why is that?
What the question? If I get you right, the question is, why are people not using or engaging in artificial insemination? People that are looking for babies.
Yeah.
I think, of course, it has a lot, but people are doing it. Come on, a lot of people are doing it now. IVF. If you want to call it, that's what they call it. Like, that's like a layman language for what everybody in Nigeria understand. IVF. A lot of people are doing it. Nigerians are really, really doing it. They are doing it. Maybe those that are not doing it are those that are probably not aware. They don't have enough information about it, but people are truly doing it. And of course, some people might be spiritual about it as well. It's possible. Nigerians are very, very spiritual. So some might be spiritual, but people are doing it. And I think maybe those that are not doing it, probably they are ignorant. Yeah. And it's expensive as well.
Very expensive.
It is expensive, yeah.
But it's also reliable, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. But I mean, this kind of a thing is something that you need to go to the hospital, have a serious consultation, and find out. And it works. It might not work once for some people, but it works for some. It just once, and it works for them. For some, they might have to try it 1 or 2, 3 times. So it works.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good evening, Dr. Tolu.
You're welcome.
Good morning, ma.
Okay.
All right. My name is Peter.
Okay. Where is Peter calling me from?
Calling you from Ogun State.
Oh, you're welcome all the way.
Yeah. Please, ma, there's this issue I'm having. This thing happened to me last 2 weeks now. There's this lady I met before the operation. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
So we're inside, just like playing before like a minute or like 2 minutes. Okay?
Okay.
Before penetrating inside,
okay,
all my power loose.
Okay.
Up till now, I cannot get myself. Honestly speaking, I spoke this to my friends. Although that very particular day, I drunk.
Okay, so what you are saying now, you come too quickly?
No, I was even trying to penetrate. But before
you
then,
came before penetration?
No.
So what is it?
We're playing.
Okay.
I reckon.
Yeah.
Romancing each other. When my penis rise up, then I off myself to penetrate inside. All my power lose totally.
Okay, so you lost your erection before penetration?
Yes.
Okay.
I did not even penetrate. Up till now, I couldn't even get myself. I'm thinking about it. I spoke to my friends.
Okay, so has this ever happened to you before?
Never.
So have you tried again to have sex and it happened again?
In fact, I'm losing my erection now totally as I'm talking to you now.
It's psychological. It's all in your mind. I bet with you it's all in your friend says what? That the lady is a witch.
My friend said, no, that very day I drunk. I totally drunk. I get it. But right now, I'm not even, I'm thinking over it, even up.
The question is, have you tried to have sex again?
Since ever? No.
So how do you know you don't have erection? Like you don't have early morning erection. Which way? How do you normally know if your erection is good or not?
No. At times, maybe when I slept, maybe everything early in the morning.
So you don't see the early morning erection again?
No, I see.
So what are we talking about, for crying out loud?
Body, let's say, for example, if I'm having somebody, when if I call, let's say my girlfriend calls, is totally...
Sorry, I have to let you go. I mean, whatever is happening to you is psychological. It's all in your head, sincerely speaking. And it's because something happened to you. What happened to you happened because you were drunk. And I talked about this when I was talking about premature ejaculation. And because of that, you got stuck. You are stuck. And if you don't pull yourself out of that state, you might lose that your erection forever. It could be very, very trickish. But I bet with you, whatever it is you are going through is psychological. Hello. My last caller. Hello.
Good morning, Dr. Tolu.
Good morning.
Yeah. This is Vincent speaking with you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. That's your regular fan, man. Regular listener.
Oh! How are you doing? You sound
I'm
different
fine.
today.
Let me say the weather.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you doing, man?
I'm well, thank you. How are you too?
I'm fine, thank you, man.
Okay.
Yeah, what I just want to contribute tonight is that actually when you were talking about the possible remedy for premature ejaculation the other time.
Okay.
I tried to call you, but I couldn't reach you.
Okay.
I just want to ask this question.
Okay.
When you talk about aging,
okay.
Yeah, I want to know if there is this side effect to it. Whether you are doing it with your partner or self-satisfying, so to speak. So I want to know if there's any side effect.
No, there is none. But the truth of the matter is when it comes to all these things, you see, there's nothing. You know, your brain, there's a way our brain works, especially when it has to do with erection. There's a way you do something consistently, and your brain could get stuck to that place. Now, so the idea of all those points that you can use to stop your premature ejaculation is to bring you back to your normal self. As soon as you are able to find your erection back, I think you should now gradually start withdrawing from those things you are doing. Before it now be like, oh, you cannot even control erection without edging. You cannot control erection without self-love. You cannot. Do you understand?
Okay.
Yeah, good. All right. Thank you so much for calling.
Very much,
and enjoy your weekend. All right. Thank you, guys. I'm sorry I cannot take any more call, and we've tried. Right, Tuesdays, Thursdays, it was open mic. Hopefully next week I'll be talking about. I intend to talk about how to help guys that have extra large penis, extra small or small penis, and I want to talk about the different kind of orgasm. I want to talk about I want to throw more light on this U spot, A spot, clitoria, all this kind of orgasm, so you have a better understanding of all these things. I just, on Intimate Talk with Dr. Tolu, I want to talk to you like a professional, help you to break these things down. And like I normally said, sex therapy is beyond how to hammer a woman, hammer, have sex, Beyond that is about the psychological and emotional and the physical aspect of love making, all right? So of sex, not even love making, of sex. Yeah, it's all about anatomy of human sexuality. That's what sex therapy is all about. And that's why if I pick a topic, I want to truly break it down for you and help you to resolve whatever problem you might be having in that part of your life. Thank you for being a part of my show tonight. Hopefully, by the grace of God, we are going to see next week. Yeah, by His grace. Thank you for joining me on Facebook. Do not forget to follow me on all my social media platforms. I am Dr. Tolu _the Fixer on Instagram and on Twitter, Dr. Tolu _the Fixer. Whether you are following me on Instagram or on Twitter, Dr. Tolu _the Fixer. And of course on Facebook, Dr. Tolu _the Fixer, or Intimacy Clinic. Look out for Intimacy Clinic on Facebook. You could follow me. So those of you that are asking for my contact, you want to schedule an appointment with me, reach me on 081 845 75377. I take it again, 081 845 75377. You could also visit my website, www.intimacyclinic.org. intimacyclinic.org. That is my website. So you could visit us and go to the contact us page and send us your questions. And of course, if you have products, good services, brands, you are a brand that has something to do with intimacy, with love, with marriage, with sex, something about women, about intimacy, about lovemaking, condom, chewing gum, mouthwash, lingeries, anything that has to do with intimacy. And I tell you, there's no better place to partner or promote your brand than Intimate Talk with Dr. Tolu if you deal with those kind or deal in those kind of goods or services. You can also reach me at intimacyclinic.org. Yeah, you want to promote your services or your business on this show, we can partner. We can always work something out. Go to intimacyclinic.org and send me a mail, or send us a mail at partnership@intimacyclinic.org. Partnership at, there's no S in the partnership, just partnership@intimacyclinic.org. Thank you for being part of my show tonight. Make sure you have a beautiful and successful night. Love you.
Welcome to the Institute of Counseling in Nigeria, the first counseling institute in Africa, leading the crusade of mental wellness to keep the society sane and productive. The institute uses a professional, non-discriminatory policy to educate all through our training and intervention programs. We train and certify clinical counselors and psychotherapists, companies and organizations for optimum performance, HR personnel with counseling skill for better human management, schools and church counselors to practice like professionals. Counseling is the new generational skill for helping people to be their best version, and organizations for maximum performance. Institute of Counseling in Nigeria, changing lives, building dreams. Contact 0909-481-2983 or visit their website at www.instituteofcounselingng.org. This initiative is supported by Cool Nigeria Info.
She can help you rekindle the flames of love. The flames of love. Dr. Tolu, the fixer.